on we go. And now I know for sure how we keep it on the low. It's a story that is never told.
Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. Thank you for your subscriptions, and if you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to click the button. At the studio with me I have
Maya Joel.
John Papi.
and you already know who I am, Charles. Anyways, moving on. Guys, let's talk about transfers. I've been hearing a whole lot of rumors, but I want to hear from you guys what you guys think about this whole transfers that is going on, Haaland, Pogba, and many other players. So let's start off with my brother here. Bro, let's start off with you. What do you think about the Pogba transfer?
The Pogba transfer, I really think that I think Man United would benefit more selling Pogba this season because I feel like in midfield they have strong replacements. Not just replacements. I would say wait, give me a second. I would say Bruno Fernandes was very instrumental, and Fred was also very instrumental because he grew into his role, and that's what was very instrumental. That partnership was very instrumental, and McTominay, was very instrumental last season. When Pogba came, he gave him flair, but he was not a consistent player, and he was actually not. I wouldn't say he was very instrumental to their top four challenge. No.
Okay.
I think Bruno Fernandes emerging out there in that position.
All right.
He was very
I
instrumental.
see
Pogba
the
can go.
United fan.
Pogba
He
can go.
really wants to say something.
No, listen, I understand where he's coming from, really, but a player like Pogba leaving United this season, it's not, it's a no-go, it's a no-show. Like,
Why?
United has a direction in which they're going. After many years of having a senseless direction, a senseless coaches, good coaches, but a senseless direction to where we're going, I feel like United this season and last season had a sense of direction. So a player like Pogba has a pivotal role in United. Him, Bruno, and maybe McFred, which is Fred or McTominay, can help them. I don't think Fred and McTominay can use them again. You saw what happened last season. They are very inconsistent.
But how do you?
So a player like Pogba.
Okay, guys, let me come in.
Okay.
So what you are saying is you don't mind if Pogba leaves
On a
next
free
season
transfer.
on a free transfer.
When
When you can sell him this
I would rather
transfer.
let United use him this season in a pivotal season than sell him and get a player which apparently what rumors are around Gretzky from Bayern Munich. Now I would rather we sacrifice him and let him go.
But why do you keep a player that a coach cannot utilize? The coach Solskjaer has failed for the past 2 seasons.
Several
to use
times.
Pogba very well. So how do you keep a player that is worthless?
Can I
This
say
season,
something? Can I
okay,
say something?
quickly, just this season, right?
Okay.
We have more creative players. We just got Sancho, and people like Rashford, Martial are coming back in form, and Cavani. We have a Cavani player. So last season when Pogba came back from injury, he was still adjusting. That's why you saw that Bruno Fernandes partnership was not as consistent as most people thought. But now you can see after the Euros or during the Euros how Pogba was performing.
Okay.
So I think it will be very.
Let's hear from our brother Paul.
I think that you guys are a bit off track with what you're saying about Pogba, because Pogba is a very special player on his own.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes the formation you use plays a huge role on how Pogba will play a certain game. If you watch when Pogba was in Juve, when he was playing that partnership with Pello and Vidal, you saw that they put Pogba on the left
But what is
of the midfield. But then I think with the way United is now, we can't afford to play a 4-3-3. Rather, I would say that we should play a 4-2-3-1, meaning that defensive midfield there. I put Fred, I put Pogba. Meaning Fred is a very disciplined player. He doesn't mind to sit back. Meaning he gives us more flair in front. Meaning Pogba moves front because naturally he's a box-to-box player.
Yeah.
He goes front and he comes back. Though he doesn't have too much speed,
But
he can create for us.
what was Deschamps doing different from Solskjaer?
Okay,
What was Deschamps doing?
to add to what
The
he's
French-
saying, when you look at Pogba in France and you look at Pogba in United, we totally see two different players.
Why? Because of there's one
Why?
thing. There's
Because
Kante. Kante sits
Kante
back.
holds, Pogba goes.
It's as simple
But
as
in
that.
United, they want him to stay, which doesn't give
And
him
the thing is that
opportunity.
if he goes, we don't have that person that plays that traditional role of being
Exactly.
defensive. Fred tried a lot. He won interceptions for us, but then now we need him more this season to be more of. We don't want it to go
Okay,
and all.
wait. So
You see?
now, my next question is: if Pogba goes to Barca or PSG, how is he going to influence the team?
Because already he has flair. He's always in.
So
in
they will let him
Europa.
go?
They will let him go.
Okay.
He's not a sit back player. You can't let go because why would you let him sit back when he can do a lot in front?
I
Just
feel
one
like,
pass
I
can
feel
change
like,
the
I feel
game.
like Pogba is just the player that Barcelona needs right now. A player who has a free role in the midfield.
Yeah.
Somebody who can turn his back and play in between the lines. Somebody who can, transition play from defense to attack. So we need that player. And I think there's so much space for Pogba compared to Griezmann, because Griezmann was more of a free role player on the front three side. So Pogba is there in between and is able to transition play and is key to that. So I think with what Koeman has been doing with his formation, I feel like Pogba will be very, very, very key. So
Okay. Anyways, moving on. Let's talk about Chelsea, shall we? Do you wanna add something before we talk about Chelsea?
No, not really.
All right. Let's move on to Chelsea. Haaland. What's happening with Haaland? Is he coming to the bridge or he's not coming to the bridge?
He's not coming to the bridge.
Because I heard.
you don't want him to come.
No,
No. He's not coming to the
Let's
bridge.
be realistic. He's
Why
not
is he
coming
not
to the
coming
bridge.
to the bridge?
I feel like
Because I think he's that player Chelsea needs to win the league.
the problem is, I think it was the proposition that Chelsea gave.
Okay.
Chelsea gave it was Hudson and Odoi and
Abraham.
Abraham and some money, right?
Yeah, and some money.
For and I don't think that's what Dortmund are looking for. Dortmund are not looking for players to add because they always get players. Dortmund create players, so they don't need they already have winners in all those players. But what they need is money to grow their club. So that's what Chelsea is not offering. That's why I think the proposition is so strong. But it's possible for someone to buy Haaland this season. It's possible. They want him to go, but they don't want him to go for something that won't benefit them.
All right. To round up, from what I was reading, if they sell Haaland this year, I mean like this season, they'll get 150 plus. If they don't sell him this season and wait for next season, it will be divided by 2, which means that's like 75, and then a lot of teams will come for
Very
it.
bad, yeah.
So for me personally, I think they should take Chelsea's deal, 2 players plus money. That's a lot. Abraham is a good striker. Abraham and Odoi is also a very good winger that Bayern wanted. But then, hey, at the end of the day, it's up to them. We just have to wait and see what happens, right?
Yeah, but he's not going to Chelsea.
No, I think he's going because Chelsea is
He's not.
confident right now. Chelsea is still confident with they still have a chance.
But they rejected the 150 bid. You understand? They rejected the 150 bid.
I don't think that bid was official.
I don't think it was
It was not
official.
official, 'cause if it was
Anyways,
official, they'll change
anyways, moving on.
On and on we go, and now I know for sure